Hi there, it's Pascal, and thanks for coming to check out this video. So in this video, I'm going to answer another question from a lady called Helen. She has a very simple question. How much will the total training cost me? Now, if you don't know where this is coming from, if you don't know me, my name is Pascal. I started my online business in 2017, and I started sharing all my experiences, everything I do online, and people just reach out to me and ask different questions. All I do here in my YouTube channel is answer them based on my own experience and what I think, so that it will help them if they're looking to make that transition from being an employee to a digital business owner, basically an entrepreneur. Now, question is very simple. How much will the total training cost me? You will be shocked at how many people that have this question. I'm telling you, it's a very common question that comes up every now and then. Now, I want to give you a proper perspective of my opinion on how this works, how I see it. Because when you're looking to start a business online and someone tells you the mindset, it's the hardest thing for somebody to get over. This is one of those questions that has kind of a fixed mindset, and it's usually difficult for that person to take that leap of faith, you know what I mean, or take that action, because they think something should be in a certain way. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say here is there is no cost. Imagine for one instance that you're working in a company. Now just take yourself as a very good example. Don't look too far. If you've ever worked in a company before or in an organization where you get paid, now take yourself to be the owner of that company when they got started, when they were thinking of starting that business. It doesn't matter what it is. Or let's say McDonald's franchise, that's what you're thinking of starting up. It doesn't matter what it is. This was just came out of my. You are the owner of a McDonald's franchise, and you're looking to start one when you were starting. Now, excuse me, and someone asks you how much is the total cost of starting a McDonald's franchise. So what I'm trying to get you to understand here is there could be some sort of a startup capital. Let's say they say starting a McDonald's is $250,000. If you Google it, that's what it costs to start that. But is that what it will cost? No, it's business. That is like a benchmark. So if you're looking for a training to start a business online, you're looking for like, what would it cost to start? In SFM training is $29. It's that simple. But the problem with this sort of question is it's fixed, and business is not fixed. What you will realize is you can't build what is your reason for starting the business? That is the next question. Now, whatever that is for you, now ask yourself a very simple question. Will $29 get me there? If you're starting a McDonald's with $250,000, get you the kind of income that you're looking to start up the McDonald's franchise. There's no way you are going to go to the bank or save up some $250,000 to make $250,000. Does that make sense? You are going to start a McDonald's franchise, invest that $250,000 because you're looking to generate at least in the region of $1 million a year or more. But this is where you start from. That's why you say you start with what you have, where you are, and move. So in online business, but does it mean that when you pay this $250K, there's no more other expenses? No. You will still have to pay salary every single month. You don't know what the traffic will be in your McDonald's new location. There will only be projections to guide you, but you don't know the amount of traffic that will come there until you start full operation. So if you're looking to start a business, so you will still be running costs along the way. So you might go for about a year without making profits out of your 250. In fact, you might go spend at least in the region of $500,000 before, or 2 million, or it doesn't matter, depending on the location and the type of traffic that comes through that McDonald's franchise door. It's the same thing with online business. When you spend your $29, you will still need to invest in websites, hosting, depending on the business model. If you're going to be an affiliate marketer, you have to invest in advertising, which is, you can do free traffic, but again, is to understand what it will take you to get the desired outcome that you want. So the problem is not how much does it cost, because everybody knows how much it will take. You already know it to start, it's $29. Now the problem is, why can't I pay this $29? Why am I struggling to part with this $29? That is the question you need to be asking yourself. Why is it so heavy? Because the training clearly explains that you will you have 30 days to try it out. So to start is $29. You have 30 days to try it out. What else do you want? What else do you want? You want to know how much it's going to cost you for a year. Who's going to know that? Nobody can dictate that for you. That's what I'm trying to tell you to understand, because if you pay, you already have access to the training. Now, how do you approach the training? It's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you. So you can pay now and go through the training immediately, or you can pay now and procrastinate, and something will happen. You say, oh, I need to go to church now. When I come back, then I'll go through this training. Then you come back from church, you realize that you're tired and you need to rest. You say, I need to rest. Then you rest. Next thing you see yourself, you wake up in the morning, you need to go to work. Then you go to work, you come back in the evening, you're tired. Next thing you say, all right, I'll look at this over the weekend. Now, this is where the problem is, because a lot of people have excuses. You will come up with all sorts of excuses why you haven't even gone into the training in the first place. Whereas some people will just get into pay for the training and ignore everything else and focus on the training and make sure I get through this. See, they say success leaves clues. If I start looking at everybody that got into training and the SFM that is successful, they had the same pattern. They got into the training, they paid for it. As soon as they started going through the training, they never looked back. They just created time. Every day they were dedicated to the business. Every day, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, it doesn't matter. They committed. So what I want you to understand is, money is not stopping you. There is something that is blocking you from investing in yourself. Most people don't understand that part. Investing in your education, because the reason is what is chasing you behind is not strong enough. What I mean by that is your why. The reason you want to start the business is there's no much pressure on you to begin immediately, so you're kind of in a coasting mode, because you can, if you're looking to do this, you can Google all over the internet and find something and just pay for it and start going through it. Because if your reason is big enough, you'd be like, how much is this? Boom, you pay for it. Because you know you're bigger than the $29. It's not like if you lose the $29, you will die. It's not going to affect the rest of your life. And you want to go into the membership level, which is $297. If you lose $500 now, would you die? No. So it's not the money that stops us. It's our why. if you don't have a strong why for starting, what I mean by that, if you don't have a strong reason for starting out, you will manufacture multiple questions along the way to hinder you from taking that first step. It's very normal for anybody. So there's no cost when it comes to starting a business. Everybody's going to tell you this is how much you need, or because what you realize is when you get into that McDonald's franchise, you could either be opting for drive-through, you need so much staff, or you can get need parking. So there are so many things that you can do, and what you quickly realize, if you open one, there's a limited amount of income that you can make from that single location. It depends on what is driving you. So you might need to open 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 locations of the similar franchise that will actually get you the result that you want. So it's the same thing in online business. You need to understand that the first product is just for you to understand how the market works. Then when you're opening when you're launching your next second product, or you're going into your second niche or anything, you already have a base foundation that will get you the outcome of desired financial result that you were looking for. So you are not fixed in your mindset. You're open to learning. You're open to understanding what it takes. You're willing to try. You know that there's a chance that you will fail, but you're not prepared to entertain that sort of thought of failure. You all just want to give it a go, or you want to stick with it until you succeed. And that's what it takes, and that's what you really need. But you can only do this when you have a strong reason for starting. But understand this, you will never start a business when you have a job that's paying all your bills and there's no pressure on you to do something different. Most people will always start. They will wait until they lose their job, they fall ill, they are no longer in control of their finances. That's when they start scrambling around to fall into something. That's not a good place to start. So depending on where you are at this moment, it doesn't matter. You can always turn it around if you can flip that mindset around and understand that it will take time and it will cost you money. But you always hear this: start from wherever you are, wherever you have, and move on. Because if you do this, you are demonstrating faith. And faith without any sort of action behind it is dead. But you must develop that faith, take the action, and move forward. It doesn't matter whether you know it or whether you know what you're going to sell, or all those sort of questions that might still follow up this, how much it costs, that will have follow-up questions. Anybody that is trying to tell you exactly what is just trying to sell something to you. They're not dealing with the real problem that you have when you're starting out, and they're already setting you up for failure. So the most important thing that you need to understand that right now is ask yourself, why do I really want this business? Let me give you a very practical example. If you're doing this, for me it was basically I wanted to spend time with my kids. I wanted to build a business that will help me be around my kids. Now the question should be, if I start this training, if I pay this $29, will it take me one step to achieving that goal? If the answer is yes, take the action. Don't entertain any other thoughts that comes to you. Just take the action and never look back. That's the final word. Never look back. Because in this moment, you just made a decision to hit that goal. There will always be doubts, things in the way to stop you to look back. No, just always filter every decision after this through that same eye. What will I need? Will this decision or will this thing get me one step closer to achieving that goal? Whatever the answer is, take the action. And that's how you get there. It's not how much that it costs. All right. This is how it works for me. I hope it works for you. My name is, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'll say please do subscribe. And if you like what I'm sharing, give me a thumbs up. Apart from that, It's another video from Pascal, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.